Good evening, one and all. You join us for this 2020 match between Zimbabwe and India. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and alongside me today...
Well, they're going to have a bowl. Not too surprising given the conditions.
So here we go. The players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match, and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today... That looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think.
A more aggressive look to the field, a few more catches in place. First ball of the match. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Taking a bit of a risk. Risk here with a more aggressive field.
Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 3 off it. Zimbabwe are 3 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Can't get that outside the ring field. That was a lovely punch down the ground. It's in the gap, and there should be a few on offer here, maybe 3. Fantastic running. Turn 2 into 3 there. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. Zimbabwe are 9 for none.
Well, bowlers have them pinned down at the moment. Massive outside edge. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg, though. Brilliant shot. Through the vacant point position, not sure it'll get cut off.
Too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. A lovely hook shot. It might even make it to the boundary.
Being able to sit back, wait for it, and put away the shorter ball.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot through the gap.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. How will he reply?
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Zimbabwe are 29 for none. Sunda into the attack now from the north end. Was quick onto that in the infield. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? India having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review, though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? The fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. Zimbabwe are 32 for none. Bumrah from the south end. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be 4.
A little too much width from the bowler, and it's just put away nice and easy square. Good shot.
Surya Kumar, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Straight to the fielder. Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
Just perfection. A magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that. Racing away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes.
The captain can now put 5 fielders. Outside the circle.
There'll be more gaps in the field now as the captain makes some changes. The bowlers will need to be right on top of their lines.
Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nicked it. Just got to follow up that last. Delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg, though. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
No. Terrible shot. Everyone's gone up. Over. Zimbabwe, a 48 for none. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Smacks that away through the gap.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Edged. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Jeez, timed that well.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Sunda from the north end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Flex that one simple as you like inside the ring. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. Zimbabwe, a 64 for none. Chakravarti from the south end. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Perfectly timed.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. Zimbabwe, a 73 for none.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Square cut, finds point, no run.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Surya Kumar, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Edged it.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Straight through them. That was a lesson in leg spin bowling.
That's a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket. To take at this stage.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
That's incredible. Just the power on that shot. That's the sort of thing you want to see in the crowd when you come to the cricket.
Couldn't get it through the field. 8 runs added in that over. Zimbabwe, a 92 for 1. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Straight to the fielder.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers, and no need for the fielders to chase that one. Sloppy signs there. India will need to be better than that in the field. Needless overthrow for 4.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Pandya ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Chakravarti from the south end. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Doesn't beat the infield.
Finds the edge. That's a confident appeal. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Over. Zimbabwe are 103 for 2. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Can't get that outside the ring field. Pandya has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. How will the bowler respond?
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake.
Well, with shots like that, it's not going to be long before the hundred's up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Pandya from the north end. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary. How will he reply?
Nice shot, jumped on the shorter delivery and hooks it away. Should get 4.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Everyone's gone up. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 15 runs out of there. Zimbabwe are 140 for 2.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Smacks that away through the gap. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Six runs out of there. Zimbabwe are 146 for 2. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. Beats the field with a great shot. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
That has been a wonderful innings. Shots all around the ground. The bowlers have struggled to contain them as they bring up the 100.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Pandya, the pace bowler coming into the attack. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nice shot, but straight to gully.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Bold, stunning delivery.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Everyone's gone up. Goes over the top with that shot. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Needs to be on target. And that's the end of the innings. Zimbabwe have set a target of I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Muzarabani coming in.
Couldn't get it through the field. Trouble! Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Williams, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nearly gets the edge. Muzarabani with a great delivery there. Drilled that one away.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. No. Terrible shot. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. India are 9 for none.
First over of the second innings is complete, and it was a good one for the batters. Some lovely shots played.
Perfectly timed.
Ers on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Good shot. A beauty. Doesn't beat the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. India are 17 for none. Muzarabani from the north end. There's a chance if it hits. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake.
That's the one and only short one for the over. Always good to throw it in.
5 runs added there. India a 22 for none.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. That's gone. It's a nice, simple catch. Straight to cover point for an easy catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Smacks that away through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will he reply? Verma watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Power and precision in that shot. End of the over. 8 off it. India a 30 for 1. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Goes in the air and gets good purchase.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Oh, my. That's just flown off the middle.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. How will the bowler respond?
Straight to the fielder. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Needs to be on target. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Oh, great shot.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one. That was a brilliant boundary, really well timed, and now starting to score quickly.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Edge, but it drops safely. Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
Late cut, straight to the fielder. Got that away nicely.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Varma goes again. That's a huge hit. It's going way, way into the stands.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Misses everything. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Wow, that's missed the lot. Smacks that away through the gap.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Drilled that one away. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. A direct hit and this could be gone. Goes over the top with that shot. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
The delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away though, and what a lovely shot to get the boundary.
Might look to go big again here.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Two straight, and it's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats, thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them, and this could be a huge swing of momentum.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Got that away nicely. Over, India are 124 for 2.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Going with spin now. 7 runs added in that over. India are 131 for 2.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Doesn't beat the infield. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
A very professional innings, this. Passes 50. I'll certainly be looking to push on.
No. Terrible shot. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Over India are 138 for 2.
How will the bowler respond?
End of the over. India are 143 for 2.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Evans coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Nearly gets the edge. Evans with a great delivery there. Evans straight through them. Batter was late on that one. And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Caught, straightforward enough catch by deep square leg. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Going with pace now. Beats the field with a great shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. How will he reply?
Late cut, straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Overstepping. Just a little too eager on that delivery.
An effort ball and called for the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for that wicket. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Pandya, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Goes over the top with that shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Oh, that's a great shot early on. Wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary, though. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Huge. That has flown.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. And taken, the fielder at deep extra cover. Needed to make up some ground, but they've got there and taken a great catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch. Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
It always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting, and a deserved win.
I wasn't too sure which way this match was going at first, but it ended up being pretty easy for the victors. Hope you enjoyed the coverage, and see you again soon.